Hey guys, welcome to Core and Stretch with Bella. Happy Friday. I'm so excited for the opening on Monday. I think we'll have a few more virtual classes until the center opens, but let's get on with today. Make sure you've got a mat, a bottle of water for the class, and if you have any injuries, I'm just going to move this. If you have any injuries, if you're pregnant or any other issues, maybe you've got a sore lower back, tight hips, anything that doesn't feel right, we don't want to be straining, we want to be stretching, lengthening, and working on our core. So let's start. We're going to come towards the end of the mat. You're going to face your mat. We're going to take a nice deep breath in. And then as you exhale, we're going to roll forward. So imagine you've got a big barrel in front. You want to try to reach over that barrel and then peel down one vertebra at a time. On the way up, we're going to look up to the ceiling and open your heart or chest to the ceiling. Elbows coming to the side ribs. So let's repeat. Inhale. Reaching, 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 lengthening, and then soft knees. We're going to come back up. This is a really good one to do if you're ever feeling stiff in your back. Reaching, we want that nice C curve. Tap, and then come back up. Let's do one more like that. Inhale, reach, reach, reach. And then exhale, come up. On the next one, we're going to bring your feet a little bit wider out towards the sides of the mat. Fold your hands in front, and then we're going to pause here. So what we want to think about is having nice relaxed shoulders. You want to sort of ragdoll your body, so it's from the hips up, and you want to get a little bit of length in the back. So we're just going to move side to side, nice and gently, moving across, feeling a little bit of stretching through the back of your legs. If you're like me or like anyone else at the moment, you're probably doing a lot of walking. So let's lengthen those hamstrings. We're going to find the floor now. Hopefully you can reach down to the floor. If you can't, maybe towards the bottom of your legs. We want to feel like we've got weight onto your legs or onto the floor. We're going to bend both knees. You can bring your legs a little bit closer together if it's more comfortable. You're going to bend both knees and then lengthen through your tailbone, lifting it up, lengthening the back of your legs. Deep breath in and reach. That's it. Let's do another 4 more. So just having that stretch through the back of your legs might relieve lower back tightness as well, because sometimes that comes from having tight legs, hamstrings. One more. And we're going to peel back up. Inhale. Let's come down one more time. This time we're going to look forward towards the front of your mat, and we're going to step away into your plank position. Now here, we're going to slowly draw your hips down and reach to look up. Deep breath in, come back into your plank, lift the hips. We're going to do that one more time. So inhale, think of this nice hinge through your shoulders. Lift the hips, lift the heels. And then we're going to look forward to your hands coming into your plank and then drawing the hips down a little bit more. And if it feels comfortable, draw your knees down but keep the hips off the mat. Shoulders relaxing back and down. Let's flick your toes under, lift the knees. We're going to do that one more time. Forward. This time we're going to rotate and lengthen the sides. Come back to the middle and then move over across. So let's do that one more. Middle, side, up and across. Lift the hips. All right, guys, let's find a nice comfortable position. Your hands, look towards your hands for a moment. Imagine you're on one of those memory foam mattresses and you're going to press your fingertips equal across each finger into that mat, so you're not so heavy in your wrists. You've got more pressure through your fingertips. Now let's work on the back of our legs. You're going to walk them a little bit closer and then one at a time draw your heels down, lengthening the back of your calves. Just relax your head. Nice work. So now let's draw both down. Then we're going to lift, come over, come into your plank, and then come back. So inhale, lift up, come into your plank, hold. We're going to add on. So this time we're going to open lift one leg, reach up, and you're going to open that hip, bend the knee, come back into the middle. And this time you're going to tuck the knee in and glide into your plank. So let's reach up. This time we're going to hold this really nice square position through your hips. Tuck the knee, glide forward. Reach and glide. One more. Coming back, resetting. This is great work for your upper body as well. So let's do the same on the other side. We're going to reach and we're going to bend the knee slightly and open that hip out. So we're not square through the hips here, we're lifting that hip up. Now let's square off, lengthen that leg away, tuck the knee into your chest and glide forward, and then reach. We're going to do 4 here. 1. You look back to your toes, and then as you glide forward, look to the front of your mat. 2 more. 1 more. Coming back, let's come down for a little breather. Drop to your knees. Reach your bottom back and relax. Alright guys, so what we're looking for here is really heavy through the bottom, and then you're going to walk your hands across off the mat, put one hand on top of the other hand and reach into the corner of the room, lengthening through the outer side of the body, so the long side, not the short side but the other side. You're going to have a nice side body stretch there. Take a deep breath in. If it feels more comfortable, you can open your knees out as well. Walk to the other side. Reach, reach, reach. Alright guys, we're in all fours now. Let's check our positions. Hands under the shoulders. Bring your knees out wide towards your hips to be under the hips. And we want to think of square hips and square shoulders. Now let's drop the hips forward and look up. Lengthen. We're going to exhale. Tuck your tail under. Look between your legs. Try to move your head with the movement of your body. So inhale, look up. Exhale. Look between your legs, and you're thinking of tightening between your ribs and your hips. Ribs to hips, and then release. Here, I want you to also think about your tailbone. So as you're looking up, you're sending your tailbone away. So really moving your spine, creating space, releasing any tension that we hold. Having a stiff back means you've got a stiff spine. And as we get older, it's all about spine health. We want a nice mobile spine to give ourselves lots of available motions and movements through our day. Let's do one more like that. And then we're going to set ourselves into a neutral spine position. And the way to gauge what that is a halfway point between forward and back. So somewhere halfway in between. We're going to take a deep breath in. So inhale through the side rib. And then as you exhale, draw your belly button to spine. And then we're going to extend your left leg. Doesn't matter which side actually. But what we're focusing on is square and stable hips. And then we lift. Point your toe. Nice work. Let's do 3, 2, 1 more, and then we're going to extend the opposite arm if it's available to you. If you're feeling like this might be enough and you're feeling good with that stability, stay with that, or we go a little further. Nice work. 1 more. We're going to challenge our core even more, so keep the center still, and you're bringing the arm and the leg out. We're going to do 4 here. Remember, don't drop into your shoulder. Lengthen and lift. 3, 2, 1 more. And then we're going to come down onto our elbows. So we're going to we're giving our wrist a little break. We're going to work a little bit more into our core and our glute. You're going to flex your foot, bring it in, and press up. So we're creating space and length across the front. 8, 7, shoulders back and down. 6, 5. You're reaching up to the sky, making sure your knee is in line with your hip or higher. One more. And then we're going to stay at the top and we're going to pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming back, guys. Let's come back onto all fours and we'll do the same on the other side. So if you need to, let's roll your wrists a little bit. Give them a little break. One side and then the other side. Reset and let's repeat on the other side. Opposite leg, point this time. Imagine you've got a coffee tray on your back. Keep it still. And if you want, opposite arm. Keep your neck long. So you're not looking up or you're not looking down. You're looking about 1 meter in front. Let's do 4, 3, 2. And then we're going to challenge. We're coming out, bringing the arm and then the leg into a T shape. Only go as far as you can maintain that stability. 3, 2, one more. Bring it back. Let's go back onto our elbows. We're going to repeat the same on the other side. So flex, in, and press. You should feel your glutes firing up here. 4, 3. Maintain a nice contracted abdominals. 2 more. And then we're going to finish with a pulse. So come up high and then go higher. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's come back up, guys. Well done. We're going to come into our kneeling position now and lengthening through here. So let's bring your legs, knees out, hip distance. You're going to tuck your tail under. We're going to think of a really nice, long and strong position here. Shoulders back and down. This is quite a challenge. So see how you go. Only go as far as you can. Thighs stretch. Thighs pop it quite a lot. Hips, so let's give them a good stretch. As you come down, the arms come out, and then we draw down. This took me a lot to practice to get as well. So take your time, maybe go a little bit lower. Inhale, relax the shoulders. So feeling the work through here, not just relying on your thighs. This whole front chain of the body. We're going to go one more. And then we're going to look back to one heel. Doesn't matter which side. You're going to grab that heel and we're going to lengthen and reach across. Come up and let's do the same on the other side. So reaching up and across. Let's do one more to each side. That feels so good. Thinking of that nice long body line. Reach. One more. Good work, guys. Let's come back to our starting position. We're going to bring one leg in front. So thinking of a railway track, when we're on the railway track, one leg is on one line, the other leg is on the other. So you've got a good base of support. We're going to tuck this tail under, tuck it under, and then we're going to come forward. Reach and lengthen. This hand now reaches up and across. So now you're going to feel that nice length across the side as well as the front. Coming up. Now this leg, the front leg, so coming back, we're now focused on the front leg. You're going to flex it, hands on your hips, stable, set hips, and you're going to bring your weight over that front leg. Again, keeping your hips nice and square, so don't let this hip open. You want your hips to be facing the front. Now, adding on, so coming back into this position, you've got room for 2 hands. You're going to place your hands in line with your foot, tuck your back toe under and then walk it away so you're here. So level 1 is you're going to keep that knee down and look up. Level 2, tuck your toe under, lift the knee nice and strong through that back leg, and we're going to look up. And then we're going to open, look up to the ceiling towards the front leg. Open and close. Let's do that 4 more times. 1, 2, so rotation. Last 1. We're going to drop the knee, come back into our kneeling position, bring this leg back, and then we do it all again on the other side. So let's start with our pelvic tilt, pelvic tuck I should say, reaching forward. Remember, have your legs on that railway line, so you've got a good base of support. Relax the upper body, and then we lengthen, draw the number leg. Coming back, flex your foot, so you come back a little. You can also have your foot relaxed, so you don't have to have it flexed. You're going to feel this through the back here. Stay there. Flex the back. Find room for your 2 hands, 2 palms, and then let that leg go. Lift up if you can. Keep that back leg strong, and then open out to the ceiling. Let's do 4 more. Rotate. 1, 2, 3. 1 more. Drop that back knee down. Coming up. Well done, guys. Let's come towards the end of the mat. Have a little bit of water if you need it. Just going to grab mine. We're going to sit towards the end of your mat now. So take a seat, get comfortable. You're going to have your feet flat on the ground. Imagine there's a heavy shelf. We're going to create space in this bit between our thighs and our ribs to sort of work against the compression that happens naturally with gravity. So let's pull ourselves up, relax the shoulders. We're going to draw the hips away from the thighs and then come back up. Let's engage through the abdominals a little bit more. Inhale. As you exhale, suction the belly button to your spine and see if you can come down and touch the top of your sacrum, round about where your pants sit. If you've got high pants, maybe don't go as high, maybe it's the top of where your undies are. Right, see if we can do it now without holding on. And then coming back. Good work, guys. So just relaxing through the shoulders. The movement initiates through tucking your tail under and creating space here, and then we come back. Try to not rely on your hip flexors. Engage through the abs a little bit more. 1 more. We're going to hold it here. We're going to do like a slow swim. So lower your leg arms a little bit. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and reach. Relax, 1 more set. This time we're going to do the saw. So touch or tap the corner of your mat, look back, come forward, other side. You want that nice rotation through the rib. Let's do 6, 5, exhale, 4, 3, 1 more to each side. And then we're going to roll all the way down, bringing your legs up underneath. Now let's bring your hands to your lower belly. Inhale, we're going to tilt your pelvis forward without lifting, creating a really big gap. And then as you exhale, you're going to press your sacrum down. You're going to lengthen through the back of your neck. Get comfortable, shoulders relaxing. Take a deep breath in, and I want you to relax your belly down to the mat. So expand your belly towards your hands. And then as you exhale, just let all that go. All that tension that we hold in our hips, our belly, and our ribs. Now let's do that 1 more time. And then you're going to hold a little bit of a contraction. So strong through the front. We're going to lift one leg and we're going to give it a hug first. So So really just focusing on your position on the mat. And then we're going to extend that leg and feeling the length in the front. Try not to move your hips or your sacrum. We're extending one at a time. We're going to do 6. 5. So you should feel like this side is not doing much, but you're still keeping stable. The opposite side, the leg that's working, you should feel that length across the front. And then bring it back. Now let's do the same, but this time the leg is straight and we're going to flex a little bit and turn your toes out to the side. So your toes are not parallel, there's a little bit of a turn out. Your hip is stable, we're going to lower that leg, point it now and bring it back. So the same feeling in your body, obviously a little bit more challenging, but you should try to maintain that same position. Relax the ribs. 4 to go. 3, 2, working from the middle. 1 more. And you're going to grab that leg again. Give it a little stretch. Let's release the other leg. Stretching through, and then we're going to just bring that leg in front. We're going to draw little circles on the ceiling. So just massaging the top of your femur into that hip socket. So if you think about what it looks like, you should just feel like this is moving around, massaging that area. And then we're going to reverse the circle. We're going to do 6. 5. The circles are small today. Nice and precise movement. 1 more. And then we're going to bend that leg, drop it down. We're ready for this side. So deep breath in, reset, sacrum down, belly is down. So if any time you feel like you're getting a bit of a dome, just release and reset. You're going to bend and just have a little stretch. And then keep your sacrum down. We're going to extend that leg. Reach it away and bring it back. Length and strength across here. We're going to do 6 more. 5. You can relax your hands by your side if it feels more comfortable, or have your hands on your hips for that extra little bit of awareness. 2 more. And then from there we're going to straighten that leg. Turn your toe out slightly and repeat. Really deep connection, working on those stabilizer muscles. 3, 2, and then we're going to draw that leg in for a little stretch, release the other leg. Now we're ready for our circles. Now you can just keep this knee bent if it feels more comfortable, and you can also have a soft knee bend. And if that is what you'd like to do, then you just kind of use your knee as a guide to draw the circles. Otherwise you're working with your foot. We're going to do 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Keep working through the core. That way your hip flexors aren't going to be as tight. Reverse the circle. 3, 2, 1. Coming back. Well done, guys. Let's just have a little stretch through those hip flexors, coming up to the ceiling with your hips. Deep breath in, expand through the ribs, and then slowly peeling down 1 vertebra at a time, relaxing. This is great mobility for your back again. So we want to work on going very slowly. We inhale, tuck your tail under, press your back into the mat, and slowly lift up. When you're at the top, you're going to take another deep breath, and then draw the ribs down first. Keep lifting your bottom. Engage through the abs. 1 more like that. Inhale. Exhale. Well done, guys. This time we're going to bring the hands behind your head. Lift the elbows just slightly. Try to think of your neck, your head, and your abdominals as one unit. We're going to curl. What we don't want to do is just lift the neck. We want to work from the middle. Reach. Nice. So just straight up and down. Really simple. Getting the work through the middle there. We're going to do 4, 3, 2. When we get to the top, we're going to add a little pulse. 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright guys, so this time when we come up, we're going to reach. come back. So the hands are in front. You want to tap the front of your knees and just pause for a second and then come down. So we're not in a rush here. Everything is slow. Reach. And if you want to, just keep the hands in front now, coming up to your knee, gliding your hands up, or you can bring them back. It's up to you. This position is a little bit more challenging. We're going to do 4. Or alternatively, you can just kind of work with one hand. 2 more. And release. All right, this time let's try to stay up. Hands on your knees. We're going to bring one towards the side of the head. Bring it back and then alternate sides. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, nearly there. One more. Coming back. Well done, guys. Let's bring the legs back into tabletop. This time, both legs. We're going to find that sacrum, draw it down, and then we're going to bring the hands in front. We're going to work on the same side. Reach, and then come back. So same side body. The other leg doesn't move, so you want to maintain this nice stability. Relax, lengthen the back of your neck. Reach. Inhale to return or to prepare. Exhale. We're going to think of length here as well. Lengthening all our body, especially the middle. 4 to go. 1 more. And just have a little breather. Come back. Walk your feet out to the sides of the mat, so wide stance. And then drop your knees down. See if you can go all the way. Let's repeat that same position, so variation on the dead bug, but this time we're going to work opposite arm to leg. So deep breath in, find your position. Hands in front, opposite now. Bring it back. Reach away. 4 to go. 1, 2. Guys, remember, keep your sacrum down. Which side was that one? 3, 2. 1 more. And then we're going to give our knees a little hug and lengthen the back and then bring your bottom down. So lifting the bottom up and then bringing it down. We're going to continue with this kind of movement with our legs now in tabletop. And then come back. See if you can lift the bottom without using your momentum. And then come back. Reverse curl. Coming back into tabletop and then we tap the knee, tap the toes. Keep your knees squeezing together. 4 more. See if you can just hold it for a little pause at the top there. Nice work. 2 more. Last one. Now we're going to do the same, but this time with straight legs. Lift. I've got my hands on the side helping me. I'm just pointing to the corner of the room, not going too low. Draw it away from you. If you want to work harder, we go lower. But for now, this is fine. 3 more. 1 more, guys. And then we're going to bring your legs back, feet on top. Hands on your hips, lower. 1 at a time. Imagine you're moving your legs to the water. Slowly, heavy, deep water. 3. Let's do 1 more to each side. And bring it in, relax. Well done, guys. We're going to finish with a little bit of 4-hour break. So, you're going to bring one leg into tabletop. Hands behind. You're going to bring your shoulder to this opposite knee without moving your pelvis, only moving through the upper body. And then coming down. So this is level 1, all the way up, all the way down. Let's do 3 more. 1. We exhale. 1 more. And then we're going to finish with a little pulse. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to stop. So the reason we want to do it slowly and focus on that pelvic stability is that's how you work the obliques. If the pelvis moves, you're losing that connection. So really focus on keeping it strong and good posture, good alignment. We're going to do 3 more. And then we're going to finish with a little bit of a pulse. So we're going to stay up. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming back, guys. Well done. Let's bring your knees in again. This time we're going to just squeeze them together and circle them to one side, giving yourself a little massage. And then reverse. Alright, we're going to come into a kneeling position. So kneeling back onto your elbows. I like this because it gives our neck a little break and we can still work through our core. So elbows, get nice and comfortable underneath your shoulders. You're going to find your pelvic stability. So you're going to tuck your pelvis under, bring it forward, and then we're going to keep it tucked. So you're feeling long through the front and strong. 1 leg, and we're going to start with our heel tucks. Keep the angle in the back of your knee. So you're not doing this, you're drawing your leg away and dropping your thigh. 4. Try to maintain that sacrum down to the floor. 4, 3, 2, 1 more. And then we're going to place one leg down and then we're going to reach one away. Point. 4, 3, 2, 1 more. And then we're going to do a little bit more of a kick. So reach and bring it back. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. And bring that back in. Let's just have a little breather. We'll do the other side. So reach. So again, think of creating that length through the front there. 3, 2, 1, and then we keep it straight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 more guys. Well done. Last one. Bring it back. Hands. Continue out your palms now. We're going to come up, reach, and then come back. You can adjust your hands and your feet a little bit to be comfortable. This is all about working through a little bit through your upper body, but really feeling that movement happening through your abs. Reach and come back. Tuck your tail under. Draw your belly button back. We're going to do 4, 3, 2, 1 more. And we're going to stay up. We're going to bring the hands slightly back. Now, if it feels comfortable, you can have your hands or fingertips out to the side. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Leading with your sternum, we're going to lift up. Draw your hips and sternum up. Feel that nice stretch to the back. And then you're going to bring it down and lift it up. 4. So just keep those hands straight for now. 3, 2, 1 more. And then I just want to work a little bit through the back of the arms. So face your fingertips to your feet. We're going to stay up, lower, and lift. Back of the arms working here. 6, 5. So bend the elbows first. 4, 3, 2, 1 more. And relax. Well done, guys. Straighten those legs. Reach forward. And just feel that nice stretch to the back. Well done. We're going to do some side body work. So coming onto your knees again. Just going to release any tension we hold in upper back and think of those obliques. So hands coming out to the side. We're going to reach across, aeroplane arms, reach up, and see if you can reach the floor. We've been practicing these, so hopefully we're getting a little bit better, a little bit more mobile through our upper body. And reach. Aeroplane arms, so we're going to go across a little bit and then come up. Let's do one more. I'm going to add on. So this time we're going to bring the hands and we're going to bring the one leg. You've got a nice long position here. So just check that you've got your toe in line with your knee. And then we're going to think of reaching up and over and then pulling ourselves back up. Reach and back up. So reaching over. Keep your hips nice and stable so you're not moving your bottom half. 3 more. 1 more. Nice work. Let's come out to the side. We're going to reach up. You're going to now bring your hand behind you again. We're going to bend that knee and then kick it up for 6. Side booty here. Just a little bonus, added bonus with our core and stretch. 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Bring it in and come up. Let's do the same on the other side. So relax your shoulders, bring that leg out nice and stable through this leg. Point your toe and then your hands come. Think of this nice long line reaching up. Relax the shoulders. Reach and come up. Big shapes, big movements here. So don't keep it small and squeezy. Make it big. Open. 4. 3 more. Keep breathing, guys. Try not to hold your breath. 1 more. And then you're going to let that hand go. Reach up. Now you can have this hand up if you like. Squeeze and kick. 6, 5, 4, 3. Kick it away. That's the trick. 2. 1 more. And coming up. Guys, we're going to come into all fours. So from here, let's come back. We're going to have one hand out in a T shape. Pelvic position is neutral and you're going to reach across and then bring it back up. Now you want to keep the hand parallel. So you're drawing it away just a little, working through the middle and then coming back. Reach. Back. So you're feeling it along the side. 6, 5, 4, 3. Come on, stay. 2 more. Last one, and then we're going to add a little bit of an opening. So open up to the sky and then reach across and draw that shoulder down and get your bottom right down and just enjoy this stretch. So you're reaching one hand across and one hand is coming forward. Let's come up and do the same on the other side. So reset, relax your shoulders. You're going to reach down, keep your hand parallel. 1 more. Good. 2 more. And then we're going to finish with a little release for our shoulders. So look up and then reach under, draw your hand away and draw your bottom down. Well done, guys. From here, we're going to bring one leg in front for a little stretch. You're going to draw your back leg away and take a seat if you can. So sitting nice and tall here. Relax your shoulders. If you want to enjoy this, stay here or try to come forward a little. Bringing your weight over that leg. And just come down. Bring one hand on top of the other and rest your forehead on the back of your hands. Take some deep breaths and really feel that stretch on the back of your leg there. We all need it. This is a very tight area. Let's come back up. You're going to flip your back toe under. Push the mat away. Lift up and swap. Again, reach that leg back and take a seat. Relax your shoulders, guys. And then if you want to, if it's available to you, slowly walk your hands forward. One palm, back of your palm on the other, and then just relax. Take some deep breaths. You might find that one side is a little tighter than the other. For me, this is my tight side, so I'm feeling it. All right, guys, coming up. We're going to stay in this position. Legs in a sort of mermaid sitting position. Hips are down, and we're going to reach and come up. Make it big. Inhale. Relax your shoulders. One more. And then we're going to change the position of the legs. So just bring this one forward. This one comes back nice and stable and long. Reaching up. Imagine you've got a brush in your hand and you're painting your ceiling. One more. And let's cross this leg over. We're sitting in a cross-legged position now. I'm going to just add a little bit of a glute stretch. Finish reaching forward. Relax your head, relax your neck, guys. Well done today. Coming up, and then let's do a little twist. Hand across, look back, and think of bringing your middle body out like a towel. Squeezing all that water out, and then we'll do the same on the other side. So a little twist. And that is all for me today, guys. I hope you enjoyed that class, and I hope you're feeling good, ready for a busy weekend, and ready for the Monday next week, which we're all excited about, Freedom Day. Guys, nice to see you all, and that's it.